firing off their answer to President Biden's budget, releasing a carefully crafted alternative plan they insist would lower taxes, cut spending, and balance the budget within 5 years.
Kentucky Congressman James Comer joins us now to discuss. Congressman Comer, great to see you as always. How'd you make the math work in this budget?
Well, we just tried to have a conservative budget like most working Americans and most small businesses, and we've balanced the budget in 5 years. We've cut $14 trillion worth of spending. We banned earmarks. So it's a lean budget, but it's a budget that I think the American people want and the American people deserve. We can't continue to spend more than we make. We can't continue to run trillions of dollars worth of deficits, and the Republicans are leading the way with a conservative budget. And let's remember, Joe Biden has never even produced a budget, and in the 2.5 years that Nancy Pelosi's been Speaker, she's never presented a budget. So Republicans have presented a conservative budget, and we call on the Democrats to try to do the same thing, but I don't have a lot of confidence they'll be able to do that.
Let's break down the numbers a little bit more. You mentioned the $14.4 trillion cut over the next decade would also lower taxes by $1.9 trillion. And here's a little bit more of the breakdown. $2.5 trillion cut on current Medicare projections, $3.3 trillion cut on other health program spending, including Medicaid, and $3.5 trillion cut from discretionary spending. You know, look, critics on the left are going to say this cuts way too many services. Your response?
Well, when you look at Medicaid, we've got to get people off Medicaid and back into the workforce. And remember, there's a difference between Medicare and Medicaid. We support Medicare. Medicare is for people 65 and over. But Medicaid, a lot of people in Kentucky, in states that have expanded Medicaid, it's more advantageous for them to stay on Medicaid and not re-enter the workforce. We have 8 million jobs available in America right now. It's time to start shifting those people from Medicaid back to the workforce. So that's a priority for Republicans, and that's the best way to get people out of poverty, to provide those people with a good paying job, and that's what the Republican agenda will do.
So Todd was really into that topic. I'm fascinated by this next topic here, this mask revolt, we're calling it, if you will. 4 GOP members of Congress were fined $500 for failing to wear their mask. You can see $500 for the first offense, $2,500 for the second offense, and then each offense beyond that. I know 7 other Republican members of Congress were issued warnings. I also know the Capitol attending physician has said that the House chamber mask requirement will remain unchanged until all members and floor staff are fully vaccinated. Boy, oh boy, it just seems like, you know, there's a lot of work to be done. Is this the battle to fight, and how long will this battle be going on?
This is a battle to fight. The American people are ready to move on from COVID. The majority of members of Congress, the overwhelming majority of members, have been vaccinated. This is pure theater. Nancy Pelosi puts politics first and science last. The CDC says if you've been vaccinated, you can go without your mask. And we're trying to get more people in America vaccinated, but Congress continues to put on a show led by the Democrats and require masks in front of the cameras. But now if you walk around the Capitol through the hallways, you'll see members not wearing a mask. But where are they required to wear a mask? We're required to wear a mask on the House floor and in the committee hearings. Ironically, that's where the TV cameras are. So this is purely theater. That's why the Republicans all supported Kevin McCarthy's resolution last night to prohibit wearing masks on the floor, unless you want to. If you want to wear a mask, that's fine. But if you've been vaccinated, then you can go maskless like the rest of America right now.
Yeah, I mean, that is what we're being told, so it would seem to make sense.
This is crazy.
We'll see how long the Democrats do keep fighting this one. Congressman James Comer, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for having me.